Hello, Lifespring Grotto tubers, and welcome back to Let's Swim Final Fantasy 1 Advance with your host, Blue Ankylo. Last episode, we defeated Gilgamesh and whatever that last thing was we beat. I don't know. I can't remember its name. Anyway, we are 10 floors through the Lifespring Grotto, which is halfway, and I don't think there's too much more exciting stuff left to do until we get to the 20th floor. We've already encountered the treasure floor, and if I remember correctly, there's no boss on floor 15 this time. You got a boss on floor 5 and 10, and then just all the way down to 20. I think. I could be wrong. I've been wrong once or twice in this Let's Play. Oh, go away. Screen graphical bitches. So, anyway, here we are, wandering our way through another cave of doom. Definitely getting lost again. I'm trying to remember how to get through it. It's very marsh cavey. I think I'm going the wrong way again. I think it's up and left and around, kind of counterclockwise again. So let's try that. Not a whole lot interesting to do with these battles still. You know, I could kill these guys if you really wanted, but it's kind of just a waste of time at this point. I'm not going to get any levels up from them, and not really anything interesting to say. So we just run and continue moving on. So, yeah, at the end of this dungeon on the 20th floor, there will be two possible bosses. Both from Final Fantasy V, and both pretty familiar looking if you've played the game. And they're both pretty darn tough. I'm hoping we'll be able to kill at least one of them, because we might have a bit of problems with Vivi. He only has 411 hit points, and he probably is going to need more than that, but we'll see. Hopefully we'll be lucky. If it doesn't work, well, I'll just have to go do the wind one, and then off camera zip through these bonus dungeons again and again all by myself, so hopefully I won't have to do that. But yeah. Encounter rates of doom, that's what we've got in this game. Alright, back to a watery one. Some treasures. Lots of random treasures. Not a lot I'm excited to get, but it's all good picking stuff up. Like that one, that's a good one. That's a permanent intelligent improvement. So, hey, might as well use it. And I think I picked up a silver apple too, so every little bit's gonna help for Vivi here. The more hit points he's got, the better. So, you know, picking up a couple of those is actually very good for us. More spell damage, and although it's kind of silly, hey, a killer shark, new enemy. Now that we've got the judgment staff, Vivi can cast, I haven't actually used it, I should use it in the next battle. Next time we have a big group, I'll have Vivi use it on somebody. Because now he's got the best attack magic spell for free if he wants. And, sure, why not? We'll see if it comes up. All you do is select it, and you can use it as many times as you want. Well, you know, once per round. You can't, I don't know if I explained that before, but it's a little bit obvious. If you have one item in the general inventory, like, say I left the judgment staff not equipped, one person could only use it per round. You can't have all 4 people use the same item. That'd be silly. So, you know, if you want to do that, that's why you're going to need 3 or 4 too, so that everyone can use it. So, anyway, there you go. That's your free flare. Damage is pretty good. We're not quite up on par with the physical damage dealers. They're always going to be the best DPS versus single targets. There's no way you can compete with how much damage these guys can do to one target in this game anyway. It's just the way the game is, no big deal. But for group attacks, that's what your Black Mage is really for. And buffing them. I'll kill killer sharks. I'll kill them. We'll kill them good. Because they give us pretty good experience. Now that we're getting further down, we're fighting some enemies that have Well, 600 experience. It's not the most, but some money. That's kind of pointless. Did you see how much money we have? 720,000 gil. Yeah, before we started the Lifespring Grotto, I can't actually use the Warhammer. That's right. She'd have to use her Thor's hammer. Right. As I was saying before, I forgot. In between the Fire Temple and this one, I went back to some town and sold off all of our junky equipment. So that way, when we're selecting items, as you may have noticed, it's a bit quicker. And part of selling all our junk, we got a whole bunch of money. So that's always nice. You know, we could buy 99 cottages or 99 elixirs at some point if we're really crazy. Actually, an elixir might be nice for Rosa right now. Her MP is getting pretty low. Once it's really bottomed out, then I'll use one. There's our stairs. 13, alright. We're working our way through. It's only 6 more of these to go. The boss dungeon doesn't really count. The boss floor doesn't count too much. Might as well use this. I said it was overpowered, and it is, but I just can't help myself. There's a one that casts Healara as well. That's in the wind bonus dungeon, whatever it's called. And it's pretty powerful too. It doesn't do as much damage, like it's for healing instead, but that one I would say is probably on the overpowered scale too. Hey! Good luck. Oh, another easy one. This is the library level. You can talk to some scholars, they just tell you random stuff. I don't really care if you want to read them all. I guess you should play this game. There's just way too many of them to talk to them all. The trick is just to work your way up. So you want to sort of head over and then up. And once you can get to the top, you will find the staircase. It's probably still higher. It's a pretty massive library. There's the top. And we're out. What does the purple-haired guy say? I could get over here. Yeah, okay. That's probably a joke, although they do get in the way, but it's a joke from the NES version. Because in the NES version, bats and NPCs always get in your way, and then you just have to wait for them to move. It takes forever. So, I don't know if that was a new enemy or not, but it's dead now. So we're at another icy one. It's kind of interesting. It didn't have the cave music. It had the library music, even though we were in a cave environment. So that's kind of neat. Alright. Or maybe that is the cave music. Shows what I know. Never listen to me. That should be rule number 1 of Blue Ankylo's channel. Never listen to my advice. You know. Anyway, we're just cruising around. I'm trying to remember the way through this dungeon. I don't really care about the treasure too much. I'll pick it up if I see it. Echo grass. I've been throwing those away for a while. Basically, I decided any items that cure status ailments like poison or stone, especially stuff like blind or silence, is kind of rendered useless now because we have ribbons and no one can actually be affected by that stuff anymore. Oh, there we go. So why bother kludging up your inventory with useless items you'll never use? Even those remedies which cure all status ailments, no point. Arrgh. Is that one step? Alright, just breathe, calm yourself, Blue Ankylo. We're almost done. And then I have to do the wind one. I don't know if this is the right way. I think the right way is just up, actually, in this. Never mind me wandering back and forth. I think we actually started very close to the exit for this floor. And you'll notice we zip right through 15 with no bosses. So that just, yeah, look at that. Alright. And another one of these. Okay, see if I can remember the way through. Treasure? Dumb treasure. What was I saying? No bosses on floor 15. So just 5, 10, and 20 you'll see. Okay, I know for this floor I'm pretty sure the exit is in the bottom left. But you might have to go through a couple of these rooms to actually get there. Alright. I suppose, you know, I said these bonus bosses are difficult, and I've mentioned before that you want to have a white mage with you to heal through it. I suppose if you had enough mega elixirs that heal the whole party. That would be a good substitute. So if you really enjoy grinding or farming, what was it? Either these treasure chests that might have them, or probably better to do it with a monster. What was it called? The zombie dragons, I think. There was that spot way back I told you about in the Castle of Ordeals or something. If you had enough mega elixirs, you'd probably be just fine, because you could just use one of those every single turn, and therefore be pretty hard to kill your party. But that would take quite a few, because these bosses have a ton of hit points. Alright, 18... Left or right? Left or right? Let's go right. I usually seem right's the right way, usually. Oh, a treasure room. And the stairs. That's the perfect direction. A useless treasure and some stairs. The right direction wins again. Except we got ambushed by a killer shark. It does make more sense fighting these things when you're underwater. I mean, way back in the beginning I laughed when they jumped on top of our boat to fight us, but down here we're in their natural environment, maybe. Although we seem to be walking around the water. I don't know. Well, if you're in a canoe it might make sense. Okay, this one has no enemies on it either. This is a nice floor. Although you move kind of slowly. If I never mentioned it before, I kind of forgot. You can have it so you press B button to dash on your own or not. Vastly improved over the original game where you had to just walk half speed. So probably imagine going through this entire game about the same speed as we're walking, or as we're canoeing right now. Hey, that's an item. Unfortunately, I think it's it's armor. Woohoo! We got one. That's good. That's a nice find. So this should increase his intelligence. We're at 50, and increase the sage's surplus, and 55. Sweet. Plus 5 intelligence, and a little bit more defense too. Well, that was a good one. All right, viewers, it may be worthwhile to check treasure chests. I also think I said somewhere that this water dungeon was the one that had the good treasures, so seems like my memory is serving me well so far. The reason I'm checking all the houses is I'm pretty sure in this one it's just one of the houses you go into that takes you out. Hey, a speed plus, that's cool too. The only thing tricky about speed, which is apparently also agility, is his accuracy. You know, he's hitting 8 hits already, right? I've mentioned that before, and that's as high as it goes. So improving his agility and therefore accuracy is pointless, although it might improve his evasion a little bit. The only thing is, I think Sabin, because he doesn't get a weapon, it takes him a lot longer to get to that point. So that means it's probably a good idea to give those to someone like Sabin, because then it's more... he'll be closer to getting a free hit. Or 2 free hits, technically. Alright, viewers, this is it. This is the big one, except I went right up the wrong place. On your right is probably the hardest boss in the game. It also has a really good treasure chest. I'm going to try the other one first. Although I would really like what's in that treasure chest, but it's possibly beyond me right now. This one is still very difficult, and we're definitely going to need to heal up, because there's no way we're beating him with 76 MP on Rosa. So I'm just going to use up my normal ethers. I think I've got enough. Vivi's MP doesn't matter so much, because... well, Flare is free if he wants it, and there's only so many other spells he's going to use. He's going to use all of his haste and temper and stuff, but there's not a lot for him to do, I guess, basically. And we're definitely going to save it before this fight. If we beat it at level 47, I'll be really, really impressed. Here goes. 1,000 years it has been since a challenger stood before me. Show me the power you possess. Defeat me if you can. Oh boy, Omega. Yeah, that's it. We're going to put Null Shock on, because I think he's got lightning. Could be wrong. Giant's Glove, we need that. And even more important than protection from lightning is protection for physical defense. So let's see how we do here. Earthquake, okay, that should be alright. No big deal if he uses that. Yeah, there we go. So that's a nice first round. Sometimes he could just kill someone right off the bat, so at least we get all of our first round of spells on. And Sabin gets buffed up a little bit. I don't think I'm going to worry about the other elements, because I don't think they're going to make any difference. So I'm going to have some more... Where's my thing? I went right past it. More Giant's Glove. And I think... I don't know. Sometimes I have useful items for this fight, like... what would it be good? Max hit points. Max hit points! Hey! Maybe that'll work. I have no idea. I don't think I've ever used one of those items before. And we're going to cast Invisira, hopefully to survive. And we're going to haste Cecil. Okay, this is non-elemental damage, probably. Well, I've seen worse. I really wish I'd cast Heliga instead of Invisira, but... here's hoping we'll get chance to go again before Omega does. So I'd say we're pretty well buffed up at this point. Except that if Omega goes first, someone's dead, pretty much. Alright, heal it up. And actually, interestingly enough, that Giant's Potion gave Vivi a lot of hit points. So that was cool. I'm gonna... I don't have... If I had a better item than a healing staff, the one that cast Healer, I would use that. Because that will help a lot for this battle. And seeing as I don't have one of those, I'm gonna just try to pump Vivi's... two in a row. Well, that could be failure number 1. Yeah, look at that kind of defense. We've been hasted and tempered and everything, probably. And it's still not enough. Still not enough. I don't think there's any way we can get out of this. Now that someone's dead. Yeah. Oh, shucks. This is a bad start. Well, I'll try again, I guess. I don't know. This is a bad sign. This is not good at all. Did I bring lots of Phoenix Downs? I have some. Yeah, if he's... Crumb! I was thinking I might have a chance, but there's no way. Come on, just kill us. Well... yeah, that's the kind of damage you get with no buff. 100 damage, 200 damage. 779. Wow. Well, I think what I'll do, just like back in the Earth Cave, is I'll try him a couple times with different recordings. And if I get one that wins, or at least is more interesting, I'll upload it. And if I just die a bunch of times, then I'll just give up. I was hoping we might do a little bit better than that, but shucks. Not quite enough. Alright, so that's all for this. Now, if you see me again, we might fight Omega or Shinryu. And welcome back. So, Omega was a utter disappointment. I tried a couple times off camera, and it was no good. Essentially, we don't have enough hit points to withstand his physical attack. He still can one-shot Sabin, Rosa, or Vivi, no problem. They all need like 800 hit points minimum. And Cecil might withstand one hit, but it doesn't really matter if everyone else is dead. And we also need way more attack power because we're still not doing enough damage to him to count. So we'll try this one. I don't think it'll be any better because this one I'm pretty sure is harder. But let's show you guys for fun's sake. I am that which follows Omega. Yeah, Shinryu. Oh man. I don't even know if this guy does elemental attacks. It doesn't really matter. Actually, I guess what I should do is have Sabin use it first. I think main thing is he does huge elemental or non-elemental attack to everyone and also really high physical attack, just like Omega. Well, maybe not quite as high as Omega, I'm not sure. I'll go all out. I'll use all kinds of elixirs this time, just on the off chance that we might have a way of winning. And I'm going to try to buff up my defense, or my offense, even more early on, because we're not high enough. Like, it's going to take so much. So we got Protect on. Let's try to get Invis on. It's just going to take so much damage to kill these bosses. Oh, Thunderbolts. I don't know. That's not the worst one. I'm not sure if Null Shock would actually help that. I could cast it anyway with Cecil or something. Alright. That was kind of silly. I wish I had a better healing item I could use. That's the one that's probably the main reason people say you should do the win bonus dungeon first, is because you've got a chance at oh, what should I do? Sorry, I'm mumbling. I'm trying to figure out what my best chances are here. Because you get those items that can just survive. You can get items that let everyone heal everybody, kind of like the, well, like I said, you can cast healer on everyone. And if we all had that, or at least Vivi specifically, that would be very beneficial to our health. Alright, so we're alive. Cecil's not very healthy, so I'll have him try to heal himself. And I'm going to try doubling up on that. I'm not sure if that even works. And from now on, heal a guy, essentially, and to try to boost Sabin's attack. Oh good, Flare. Cecil's dead. There's no way. Ah! That's horrible. Well, I guess I might as well try to get at least one attack off on Shinryu before we're dead. See how much Sabin can do. Oh man. 500 damage. That's just not cool. We didn't even get one attack. Bad luck. Well, viewers, I'm sad to say, sorry to say, a little bit depressed. I knew this was going to be a little bit tough, but it's not even close. I thought we'd have some chance, but it looks like there's really no chance. Tidal Wave, that's one I'm used to seeing. Yeah, that's still a lot of damage. So I don't think Shinryu has quite as much physical offense and defense as Omega did, but it's still too much for us. I don't think there's a hope of a chance that we could beat him, really. Unfortunately. Oops, I think that was the wrong person. It doesn't matter, everyone's dead. Wow. Rosa survives with 9 HP for an extra turn. And that's the kind of damage you do normally. So, unfortunately, viewers, we're just not up to these guys yet. The only good news is I managed to steal away the, what did I steal? Sage's Surplus, we got the Flare, the Judgment Staff, we got maybe some Genji armor and something else we picked up, maybe a Crystal Ring, whoop-de-woo, kind of neat, but no big deal. Anyway, this wraps up our Lifespring Grotto dungeon. One thing I probably haven't mentioned is when you die in those bonus dungeons, you actually just get sent back to the beginning. You don't actually lose, like you don't get a game over screen, so you have to reload. So we're just going to continue from here, essentially. And in the next episode, we'll begin the process of going through the Wind Dungeon. And I'll have to throw in the bosses from this one later on, because there's just no way I can do it right now. In fact, we might even fight Chaos first, because those two are just so much harder than anything else. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed our kind of boss failures episode, but we'll get our revenge, don't worry. Thanks for watching again, and have a great day.